Welcome back, everybody. It is Monday, the 18th, 2017, 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have some good news, I think, so far as Jose at this point, at least according to this GFS model. But before we get into that, just bear in mind that I am not a meteorologist. I am an old, demented circus monkey with a computer. And do not take my weather statements as anything valid. Go to the gurus of weather. They're the ones that have gone to college and learned all their weather stuff. I read a lot of the comments, and I have to be honest with you, I get confused. Because some people say I overstate it, some people say I understate it. I'm a fearmonger. No, I'm just sitting here with my computer telling you what I think. So let's get at this thing. This is Jose. Let's go to where this is pretty much where we stand right now with Jose. I do have the elevation 750 meters for illustration purposes. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is not necessarily what you're going to feel for effects, but it gives you an idea of the wind field. So let's move on then, shall we? And as we can see, 11 p.m. Now we're coming in to the 19th at 2 a.m. As you can see, skirting right up through the coastline. And this is apparently, according to this model, what Jose is going to do. And then, once he makes his run up the eastern seaboard here, he is going to hang out for a little while before eventually dissipating into oblivion, which is good because we've spent way too much time with Jose. He's like relatives. A lot of fun for the first few days, but sooner or later you wish they'd just go away. As you can see, Jose is right here. It's Friday the 22nd. He's just hanging out. Now, you're not going to be feeling him out here. Like I said, this is just to give you an idea of the upper level wind rotation. As you can see, Jose now is just zipping off into Never Never Land. And he dissipates. But here's where it gets interesting. As we all know, here's our favorite girl, Maria. Maria, on the other hand, looks like it's going to be a major problem. It really does. This is the one we got to keep our eye on. Let's bring it all the way back to Nowland, which you can see Maria down in here. Let's play this forward and just watch how it plays out. Maria, as of this current time, is a Category 3 storm. Is expected to intensify even more. Could possibly strike us in the eastern seaboard of the United States as a 4, possibly a 5. But she's ripping. Take a look at this. This is now Thursday, the 21st. She's going to rip right through the islands. See this? This is not good for these people in the islands. Anybody around in here, it's bad news for you. You see a lot of storms, you know what to expect, but please be safe. Looks like it's going to travel off just to the east of those, which is good. Sunday, the 24th, as she makes her approach. This is where it gets interesting. As you can see, she's on a beeline, and she's a big storm. She is a big, big girl. Maria is supersized. This may be the storm of the season right here. We need to keep a very close eye on this thing, because she, at this point, and several models are already agreeing, that she is going to get into the Carolinas and get in there good. Just to give you some reference point, Let's go up a couple notches. We're almost out of data. This only plays 10 days ahead, and of course 10 days ahead is way too far to actually forecast. But this is the way it's looking. And we are looking, now we're going to drop down to ground level winds. A lot of the comments, people get upset because I'm running at the higher altitude. So let's run this in. But as you can see, even with ground level measurements, we're talking 80, 90 mile an hour winds all the way through here, all the way up into here. We're talking substantial winds here. We're not talking anything to play with. You know, you're talking bad roofs and garbage cans and lawn furniture could be swirling around. At this point, it doesn't look like it's going to be brick building destruction or anything extreme like that, but clearly you're going to know what's going on here. I'm going to boost it up just for illustration purposes again, as I always say. You can see that, I mean, you guys up in here, you're going to be feeling it. So that's pretty much where it stands right now. It looks like Jose the Poser at this point is most likely not going to affect the United States too much. The New York, Massachusetts area, near the coast, Cape Cod, those areas may feel a little bit. But I don't believe that it's going to be anything that's going to be too much of a game changer at this point. Boy, that's hard to say. Time will tell. These models always change, as you know. And as soon as either one of these little storms decides it wants to change its mind again, I'll be back to let you know. Until then, please like and subscribe.